They call me Abe, a chef cursed to taste nothing but ash and iron. Every dish, every ingredient, a cruel reminder of what I've lost. I'm only 15, but my quest is ancient. Find the recipe that can break this insidious spell. I travel across the multiverse, seeking forgotten flavors and impossible ingredients with unwavering determination. My worn ladle is my only companion, a silent witness to my culinary despair. One day, I will taste true food again, I swear it. The air here hums with a low, resonant thrum, like 1,000 tiny heartbeats echoing through the clouds. I step onto a sky market platform, the scent of spiced clouds and sweet, earthy grains filling my nostrils, though I can't truly savor them. Below, colossal air whales drift lazily, their backs laden with exotic stalls selling shimmering produce. My eyes scan for anything unusual, a glimmer of hope in this vibrant, floating bazaar. Perhaps here, among these rhythmic seeds and warm goat milk, lies the key to my salvation. The rhythmic thrum intensified, vibrating through the very air around me. I was deep within a bustling sky market, carved into a giant, hollowed-out cloud. Iridescent scaled merchants hawked wares from stalls embedded in the cloud walls. Pulsating light shimmered everywhere, in sync with the market's low hum. My eyes fixed on a vendor selling glowing, pearl-like rhythmic seeds. A sign declared these seeds synchronized the eater's heartbeat. I clutched my worn ladle, a grounding weight in this fantastical place. A six-eyed vendor offered me a handful. I detected a faint, sweet aroma, though my curse made it ash. Could these be the key to the Pulse-Grain Porridge? The recipe called for warm goat milk. The idea of a dish affecting life's rhythm deeply intrigued me. Even if I couldn't taste it, the magic might still work. The rhythmic thrum of the market pulsed through my fingertips, echoing the glow of the seeds I held. I needed warm goat milk to complete the Pulse-Grain Porridge. My eyes scanned the iridescent stalls, searching for a dairy vendor among the cloud walls. A low bleating sound drew me towards a stall adorned with shimmering, crystalline udders. A merchant, whose skin rippled like liquid starlight, offered me a flask of warm, frothing milk. "This milk remembers the mountain's song," they whispered, their voice a soft chime. "It yearns for a beat to join." I clutched my worn ladle, a familiar weight against the strange magic of this place. The words resonated with the recipe's name, Pulse-Grain Porridge. Could the milk itself be a clue to the preparation, not just an ingredient? I paid with a handful of shimmering cloud coins. The merchant's 6 eyes twinkled as they pointed to a faint, swirling rune etched into the flask. "Stir with intention, young chef," they advised. "Let the rhythm guide your hand, or the pulse will be lost." This was more than just cooking. It was a dance of magic. I felt a flicker of excitement, despite the curse that dulled my senses. The air hummed with a low, resonant thrum in my cloud wall alcove. I poured the rhythmic seeds into my small pot, then the warm, frothing goat milk. Gripping my worn ladle, I recalled the merchant's words about stirring with intention. The moment my ladle touched the mixture, a deep thrum emanated from the pot. The seeds began to pulse, each grain beating like a tiny heart, making the milk ripple erratically. My first stir met resistance. The liquid pushed back, refusing to blend. This porridge had a will of its own, demanding a specific tempo. I tried slow, then quicker motions, but the seeds pulsed faster, threatening to slosh. This was a rhythmic negotiation, not just cooking. I felt the frustration in my vibrating hands. I had to find its beat. The thrumming intensified, vibrating up my arm through my worn ladle. I closed my eyes, focusing on the seed's pulse, not fighting it. This wasn't a battle. It was a rhythmic negotiation. I loosened my grip, letting the ladle sway with the mixture's tempo. A slow, deliberate swirl, mimicking each seed's beat. The resistance softened, grains settling into harmonious flow. The milk swirled, embracing the motion, no longer pushing back. A faint, warm glow emanated from the pot, an internal light. It felt like conducting a tiny, edible orchestra. My frustration eased, replaced by a strange, musical connection. I stirred, matching each beat, feeling the porridge come alive. The aroma, still ash to me, seemed to deepen its hum. What magic did this pulse grain hold for a true palate? Another step closer to breaking this insidious spell, I hoped. The rhythmic hum of the porridge resonated within my chest. I dipped my worn ladle, scooping a tiny, shimmering portion. A chef must always taste, curse or no curse. I brought the spoonful to my lips, bracing for ash and iron. The metallic tang was there, sharp and unyielding, but beneath it, a faint thrumming echoed. It wasn't flavor, more like a vibration, a silent pulse. My own heartbeat subtly shifted, trying to match the porridge's beat. I frowned, confusion mixing with frustration. Was this the magic? A rhythm I could only feel? A colossal air whale drifted past, its deep sigh perfectly in sync. Its heart seemed to beat in harmony with my creation. I watched, wonder in my cursed eyes. This dish was alive, though my palate remained dead. What would it truly do for someone who could savor its essence? My quest to break this spell felt urgent. The air around me pulsed, a gentle, insistent beat. A multi-limbed vendor with iridescent skin arranged shimmering fruit. Their many hands moved with uncanny grace, perfectly in sync. Each fruit placed, each tentacle swayed, following an invisible rhythm. It was a mesmerizing dance, a pulse-grain consequence. I gripped my worn ladle, feeling the faint vibration clinging to its metal. Sky merchants passed, their footsteps falling into an oddly precise cadence. Distant air whale calls echoed this newfound harmony. My cursed palate still tasted only ash and iron. My body felt a strange pull towards this collective beat. The entire market seemed to be subtly synchronizing. I needed to understand this effect, to see it truly bloom. This rhythmic mystery felt crucial to my cure. This dish was more than food. It was a conductor of cosmic tempo. The rhythmic seeds shimmered in my worn ladle, each one a tiny pulsating orb. I poured the warm goat milk into a floating ceramic pot, stirring with a motion that felt strangely synchronized to the market's beat. A multi-limbed vendor watched, their iridescent eyes tracking my every move. The air around the pot vibrated, a low hum that deepened as the porridge thickened. I added a pinch of stardust, not for flavor, but for the faint, magical glow it imparted. My cursed palate still registered only the familiar ash and iron, a bitter counterpoint to the dish's visual allure. The porridge swirled, a creamy, pearlescent vortex, each pulse grain a tiny heart. I scooped a small portion into a delicate, cloud-spun bowl. "Care for a taste?" I asked the vendor, my voice a little too eager. Their many hands accepted the bowl, their movements now perfectly aligned with the porridge's gentle thrum. They took a cautious bite, their iridescent skin flushing with a soft internal light. A slow, steady beat began to emanate from their chest, mirroring the dish. Their other limbs began to sway, not just in sync with the market, but with a new, personal rhythm. Their eyes widened, a look of profound, synchronized wonder spreading across their face. I watched, my own heart thrumming with a mix of frustration and hopeful curiosity. The effect was undeniable, even if I couldn't taste its magic. The vendor's many limbs danced, perfectly timed to the porridge's thrum. Their iridescent skin pulsed with a soft, living rhythm. Then I saw it. Colossal air whales below swayed in unison. Their massive bodies undulated with the vendor's heartbeat. The entire sky market hummed with a shared, synchronized pulse. A collective sigh rippled as the harmony deepened. The vendor smiled, a serene, knowing expression. They offered me the empty cloud-spun bowl. Their movements were now part of the universal rhythm. A harmony, they whispered, their voice resonating with the market's new beat. I took the bowl, tracing the delicate rim. My own heart still beat its erratic, cursed rhythm. The ash and iron taste felt even more isolating. This dish connected everything, yet left me alone. I clutched my worn ladle, a silent promise to taste true harmony. The lingering hum of synchronized heartbeats still vibrated in the air, a phantom rhythm in my cursed mouth. I clutched my worn ladle, its familiar weight, a small comfort against the vastness of the sky market. This Pulse-Grain Porridge, while not breaking my curse, showed me a different kind of magic. The way it wove everything into a single, living beat was incredible. I felt the market's pulse, the air whales sway, even the vendor's serene rhythm, all through the dish's effect on others. It's frustrating that I still only taste ash, but seeing that harmony gives me hope. This journey isn't just about my palate. It's about understanding the multiverse's hidden connections. Perhaps the next ingredient will bridge the gap between my curse and these wonders. I need something that can resonate with my own lost senses. My worn ladle feels heavier now, not with despair, but with the weight of possibility. The universe keeps whispering its secrets, one impossible recipe at a time. I'll chase every whisper, every strange ingredient, until the day I can truly taste the symphony of existence, not just observe it from afar.